Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games on Quick Hotfix. We are in the middle of Mystery Tournament Day 2, and we are coming here with the Losers Finals. We've got a new set of commentators. Why don't y'all introduce yourselves?
Hello, I am Blasphemous.
And I'm Shrambles. You may recognize us from yesterday's Top 8 stream.
Yeah, we were there yesterday.
Yeah, it's true, all of us.
Yeah, just not at the same time.
Also true.
I was going to do like a joke about me and Shrambles co-commentated, therefore this must be the mystery show, but then I realized it would be lost on, what do we got, 1,200 viewers today? So 1/12 of our, 11/12 of our audience. So I went ahead and forsook that joke. So
but
instead,
no, make sure you explain the joke that you weren't going to tell. That's right.
I'm going to explain the joke I didn't tell so you can understand exactly how funny I can possibly be in my sleep-addled state, okay?
Explaining the joke always makes it 200% funnier.
It's true. Well, especially when you never made the joke.
Regardless, we are here. We are at Losers Finals. And we have OkamiOfGames versus Adam Numbers. And so Adam just taking a loss from Winners Finals, having to play another best of 3.
And if Adam wins, they've got to play another best of 3. Do not lose on top 3 day on the first match. Otherwise, you are in for an endurance round.
Yeah, and that's always really, really rough. But I have it on good authority that Adam just woke up seconds before their match. So they're fighting for their life right now.
I mean, look at this large list of games that these people have played. There's so much. Because, Adam was at the top of the winners bracket, managed to make it all the way through, but Okami got knocked down in the third match. And if you're in the losers bracket, the trick is that because it's a double elimination, there are twice as many matches in the losers bracket than there are in the winners bracket. So the true tech, as we saw from Boney yesterday, was, of course, to lose in round 1 in order to maximize the amount of games you're playing. So clearly, Adam just lost round 1 to maximize the amount of games they're playing. Too bad that they didn't exactly pull off the winning game 2 part of that strategy.
Yeah, and we all can't be king of losers bracket Boney, but Okami has been on kind of a tear through the losers bracket for a while. He's been beating up people, mystery tournament regulars like BTS and Lightning and Boney, and then Captain Drake and Maurice just casually clapped by this dude.
Okami is being the previous MT champion killer so far in top 8. Like, Okami is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect this top 8 at all, but I'm in no way surprised. Okami is this terror in the night coming from Kuso Grande, and Adam Numbers is just an incredible player. And the only remaining person waiting for them in grand finals, someone is like ridiculous. Ridiculously consistent player. I cannot believe how good he is in every game he has played this entire tournament.
Tet, I will say if you did expect this top 8, then you're absolutely writing me some numbers for next week's drawings.
It's true. Yeah,
because this came out of nowhere.
We should all probably pump up our numbers in our name to just warm ourselves in their fire, because it seems to be working for them really well. I only have the 1, not enough.
And speaking of numbers, we do have our first game, which is ready and prepped. So we are going to transition over to that so we can get started for this best of 3 losers finals.
Shrambles was lamenting to me yesterday about how he had to be the reliable one, or the responsible one. So you can hear him taking over and being like, yeah, we got to keep this thing moving. I was like just about ready to, and Shrambles is like, I got this. You know what, Shrambles? You got this. Take it.
Yeah, I'm here. So we got our first game. This game is called, I believe, Binaries, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to get started real quick.
That can only mean 1 or 2 things.
Well,
yeah, that's the
joke. Don't you mean 1 or 10?
But anyway,
for him to finish.
Yeah, this race is starting, so we will get to see some action with Binaries.
Yeah, just judging from the menu, and now what I'm looking at now, this immediately seems like a game that knows it's too smart for me.
Yep. There are 2 things rolling together, and we've got to roll together. This is an important lesson on togetherness. See if you work out how to jump over there. The game is easy,
isn't it?
Oh, the
Oh,
game
boy.
knows that it's ready to hate itself.
So we definitely have a little bit of two characters that you're controlling at the same time. And we've seen this theme a lot in a lot of top 8s. Last year we had the game Handy Dandy, where we had, you were controlling two different characters, trying to balance them in a puzzle. But this is two characters where you're balancing platforming versus puzzling.
Are we? Because I think we're just balancing two balls versus each other.
Non-symmetrical. We're non-symmetrical.
Oh no! So what's the goal for this one? We gotta beat the levels, quote, as pictured.
As pictured.
I'm sorry. There have
Okay.
been a number of wonderful sounding goal names in mystery or reject tournament, but I don't think I've ever seen, quote, beat the levels as pictured.
I do not. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what this goal is. This is what I saw on the sheet.
So what we have is basically the players were given every time during this tournament they are giving a small pastebin that contains some information about basic controls, events of what happens when you die, when do you start the game, yada yada yada. So this one is likely, or this one has a picture inside the pastebin that is containing the image of what the goal looks like, so they know which stages to avoid.
Yeah, and,
Oh, no,
and as
this
we're
is-
seeing in this current level, it looks like for your characters, you do have like invulnerabilities in the sense. So the orange ball doesn't take damage on blue spikes, while the blue ball doesn't take damage on orange spikes. But if you hit the like colors, you're going to get dead. So avoiding that seems to be, and using that as a puzzle mechanic is going to be really interesting. And it'll be cool to see what other kind of puzzles we'll get out of that.
Now, so quick story about things and organization skills inside of this tournament is that originally I was lead tester, and then I kind of just fell off the face of the earth for a bit in terms of this, and it was taken over by other people. So I don't actually know all the stuff that's been going on with testing of games, but I've absolutely seen images of how long this took people oftentimes in the testing. And all I know is that apparently there's one level that's a complete doozy, and I don't know if it was cut out of the goal, and that's why it's as pictured. But I have a feeling that might be the case.
It's always comforting when the mystery tournament challenge begins with deciphering what the end goal is.
Yeah, you just gotta, like, if your pastebin doesn't read like a La Mulana tablet, are you even gaming? Like, is this even a good submission?
I did see in the earlier level when they were checking out the colors colliding with each other that the balls also have collision with each other. I fear that may be relevant later.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I think Adam has just kind of, like, even though there hasn't really been too much of a lead, because we're pretty early into this match, Adam might have a stage lead, because they were able to solve this level that Okami is on a little bit faster.
Yeah, seems like a kind of game that was in Adam's wheelhouse, like circa Infinity earlier in the tournament yesterday. After the goal, there was a part of the level that introduced a mechanic similar to this where you controlled two people at the same time. And like what happened with the rest of the race, Adam was just cruising through that after the goal was over.
Yeah, this is likely to be one of the games that is mildly in Adam's wheelhouse there, where you have the precision platforming and a little bit of puzzling. It does seem like they're struggling just a little bit on this stage.
Yeah, as Okami just finished up that one level that was troubling them, it's going to be interesting, the back and forth, because we're going to have a lot of levels where you really need to divide your attention. And looks like one of those levels where it's just like you have to just know where are your safe spots to land. And Okami gets it much faster than Adam.
Wow.
Oh, and then Adam takes the leap of faith and still having a little bit of a trouble.
Apparently my phone has decided that now is a great time to start telling me everything and anything.
I do not like the level that Okami is on. This is...
That sucks. This sucks.
This looks really frustrating.
Oh no! Yo, we've only made it 5 minutes in and I already don't want to keep playing this game. Good thing I'm not at top.
Okay, then Adam finally getting the clear on level 5 times 2. Naming conventions of these levels. I'm glad that they have a nice image that says, hey, do these ones. Because it would be a nightmare to kind of decipher which ones you'd have to do just in written form.
Yeah, and now that I'm looking at the image, it looks like it's not actually all that complicated. It's just basically do all the stages to the left of such and such.
Tommy gets it done. And the variable jumping heights between the two orbs it's killer.
Wait, is it actually a variable jumping out?
Yeah, because you have different distances before you hit a roof.
Right, yeah, gotcha.
Oh, this is nasty. This is nasty. We sincerely apologize for this level.
Oh, yeah, because they're blending the spikes in with the actual platforms. Oh, that's mean.
Why would you do this? Play games to have fun.
Oh, I don't think Okami made the right decision there.
Oh, well, let it drop. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
you might be able... There you go. Yeah. Geez, I'm positive that wasn't the intended way, but it worked. Or maybe it was. Who knows? This is a... Yeah, it's one of those games that knows it's smarter than you.
Yeah. It's at least, it expects you to die because it quickly respawns you.
Oh, Adam, I think... Was Adam going for pause strats?
Oh, I didn't see, but that'd be very funny. Okay, one last jump. Adam gets it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was stream error or if that was actually player. And if that was player, then that's a rare thing. We don't... So... That's one of those strats that is super rare to see in Mystery. But a hallmark of some really good players is good old classic pause buffering. You can't react fast enough and get an idea of what's going on. Just pause for a moment. For half a second, for a quarter of a second. Give yourself a frame buffer.
Oh, I think Adam at first thought that they could only use the liked colors to land on.
Hey, Tet, what's your favorite mystery tournament strat?
My favorite mystery tournament strat is winning, just going to the end.
Just making it to the very end, just without concern, huh?
Yeah. It's pretty good. 100% of the time that I've made it to the end faster than my opponent, I've won.
See, that would be the case, except that somehow that's not true for me, so... I mean, I'm personally fond of course, intentional deaths and game overs. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, intentional deaths are pretty important in the games that allow for it, because you can lose a truly heinous amount of time just trying when you shouldn't be.
Yeah. Trambles, what's your favorite mystery strat?
Always reading the pastebin.
Always read the pastebin.
Yeah, underrated strategy.
It's honestly the most important strategy because 9 times out of 10, there's going to be something in that pastebin that gives you the information you need when you're stuck on something. Whether it's a button configuration, just like, hey, you don't have to do this level, just something that is just unintuitive that would make for an unfun race scenario.
Shoutouts to Bonk's Adventure.
My real answer for favorite strategy is if the game has an attract mode, just wait for a while and watch the attract mode so you can get the flow of gameplay. You can't play the game before the race starts, but if the game has an attract mode, you can at least kind of figure out what you should be doing during gameplay.
Those are my three. The 5 rules of mystery, as I keep saying, are 1, read the pastebin. 2, press every button. 3, read the pastebin. 4, watch the attract mode. It's giving you information that you otherwise wouldn't get. And 5, read the pastebin, just in slightly more aggressive words than GDQ allows.
If I were to
watch the attract mode is a really strong strategy.
If I were to write a book, and the title of that book would be the activities and habits of immensely successful mystery tournament racers. I've heard from Drake, Blecky, Andy. I think someone said it at some point, but just very successful racers. Their entire strategy revolves around 1, don't tilt. As easy as that sounds, and as hard as it is in practice, just don't tilt. Don't worry about the other racer. Just play your best. And 2, play as aggressively as possible until you start hitting a wall, and then dial it back a little bit. Go as slow as you are comfortable with, because less mistakes really adds up.
Yeah, and for context, tilting doesn't mean like don't tilt your controller. It means just don't let the game put you in an emotional state where you don't want to be in.
Yeah,
like
you should not be frothing at the mouth.
Yeah, you are in control of your emotions while you play a game. Don't let the game dictate how you feel.
Pshaw! That sounds like talk from all of you calmies.
Roar disagrees with this advice and tilts as often as possible.
As hard as possible. No.
Do you go in already tilted, or?
He just woke up. He's pre-tilted.
So I'm bipolar. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, but Okami is, I think, really seemed to have gotten a grasp of the controls and like what this game is demanding of them, and has gotten a few stage lead over Adam at this point.
They're using my favorite quote from George Washington in this level.
True
Friend will stand by you, even when there are spikes and stuff. Oh, it changed to this game. Never trust boats in video games.
What? But Parthenax quotes. Everybody intelligent quotes Parthenax.
Dragon Mario's got some good ideas.
Yeah. I was literally this morning years old when I realized that Charles Martinet voiced Parthenax. In a completely different instance, I learned this to this commentary, which is certainly
kind of weird that it's come up twice.
Yeah, something about a nickel quote, which again, don't trust them because in video games. So, wait 1 second. Is this stage? See, the problem is that when I'm presented with 2 stages that are like similar enough, or just different colors, I just naturally try to cross my eyes to see how much 3D I can make it. Like when playing like old school NES games where the tiles are like nice and tiled, you can often just like go magic eye on it and have some sort of weird 3D effect that's just completely messing with you. And I will absolutely try to do it in a game like this, and this is not going to achieve anything.
See, if I did that when I was a kid, that's when my mom walks in, sees me staring cross-eyed at the TV and saying, I told you those video games would rot your brain. I told you.
No more video games for you, ever.
Okami making an absolute mockery of this maze.
Clearing 7-5 is working their way around. Not quite sure how many more levels they have left in the goal.
Yeah, it's hard to tell who's ahead because they are taking different level routes. I think Okami is still solidly.
Yeah, Okami definitely has the level lead at this point. That's not a question. But it's hard to really discern how many levels it is just with how quick they are menuing into the next levels.
So on the picture that tells you the mysterious end of the goal, where is the end?
That's what I was literally just going to look up right this moment. I believe that Okami has and then
He'll get there.
Roar.exe is
11 levels. I was counting. Hello. Y'all asked me numbers.
Yeah, because we can see on this screen, Okami is doing a level that we saw Adam already complete.
Yes.
And then vice versa, Adam is doing a level that we already saw Okami complete.
Yeah, Adam definitely not taking the same kind of strategy Okami did with this level.
What are these little circles anyway?
As we determined yesterday when I was commentating, these are souls.
Oh, okay.
Possibly runes.
Yeah, they're runes.
Possibly runes.
Get with the times.
Yeah, you know who else should get with the times?
Yeah, who?
From Software, because the drop souls on death mechanic should not have existed in Elden Ring. And I will fight all of you. I will fight everyone.
Hot take.
I'll take down everyone.
Oh, jeez, Roar is just
Just firing on all cylinders today. Got some hot takes.
getting
right
the
out of the gate.
controversial opinions out. But now we got
Roar,
on
if I
Okami's
say-
screen, we got some projectiles here, and as we know, if you are the blue ball, you don't want to hit the blue projectiles. Orange doesn't want to hit the orange projectiles. So we'll probably
you die
get
by touching the gun part because they're glowing orange.
yeah. It's kind of hard to discern at times, like what is actually. People say this game's retro. Just reading.
Never played a game like this on
Yeah,
NES.
who says this game's retro?
The game says the
anyone
game's
said that.
retro. So
Okay.
No, the game said people say it's retro. And
Yeah. Which, you know, the question is, though, if the game was not released at the time of other people seeing it, then who is it that said it? Like,
I like that white spike just to throw you off, make you feel like it's unsafe, but you can just perfectly land on it.
sorry for the keyboard tick-attacking. Trying to sort things out in the thing over here and trying to move through Discord channels to remember to read levels.
He says that, but Roar is really responding to people who DM'd him after that extremely controversial take he had on Elden Ring.
I might be just trying to order Chinese. Okay, you copy.
yeah, I think we're getting close to the end of this goal. I think just a couple more levels for Okami.
Really? The estimate's 40 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah.
these are top 8
Wow.
players, and they
Either
have been blasting through some of these estimates that we've provided. Yeah, it looks like
What was the tester time for this game?
well, it depends on if you count one level or not, because apparently one of them took people like 30 minutes somewhere along the line.
Wow.
But the tester times, let's go look up. What are the tester times for this?
looking more like about 7 or 8 more levels for Okami.
This level is rude. This level is very rude.
It's just really zoomed out.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of my main gripe with this game, is that just like, especially when you're such a small like character sprite.
This is too much information to parse easily.
All right, let's go to the testing sheet here, and let's see, what's this game again? It's Binaries. Let's control search for that. Well, we have one on record of Myth taking 25 minutes. Nobody else
Okay.
recorded their time or said anything. Everybody said it in the testing thing. Didn't we yesterday just go over how well documented we are? And now I see that everybody played this game, but nobody wrote anything down. Okay. Well,
Everyone was embarrassed. They saw
In
myth
two-
time and it was just like, nope, I'm
I
not going to
can't
compare
publish
myself.
mine.
Yeah, like I finished my. As somebody who's tested a game for MT before, wow, my time was not good compared to others. I got called out in the finals that year.
What was your time? I want to talk about it.
So I wasn't on comms. I had just tested it. It was when Kurt Q made the mashup.
Oh, yeah, that one.
I tested that, and I had like a 4-hour time,
Holy moly.
and all the other commentators were trying to just like, yeah, I know somebody got like a 4-hour time, and the set was like, no, I'm calling Church out. I know who got the 4-hour time. It was Church. I was like, okay, thanks, buddy.
Dang.
Yeah, that was one of-
old sense.
Yeah, but just looking at this level that Okami is on, it's just, there is so much just stimulus to like take in.
It really is. It's like you were saying, it's really zoomed out and there's just a lot of information going on at once. Look like you might almost have
Like,
it.
Okami's in a good state, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, especially like because you can't really engage with and just trying to time out these cycles with the star shots.
don't you just hate it when you think you're in a good state and then they pass a law like suddenly spikes? Trambles, I told you you're allowed to make puns yesterday. You didn't have to be the responsible one right now. You're making this choice.
Yeah,
This could be you.
We need that in Mystery Tournament.
This
Someone
could be
has to stay on task. Else Roar just makes some extremely broad, sweeping statements that are blatantly wrong.
yeah.
I have to argue about
No,
that.
no, it gets worse. That the whole mess.
and Okami gets the clear.
Gets it.
that was really easy in retrospect.
I think
Once
once
you
you
saw the
realize
back.
if you put the blue orb way to the right to compensate for the jumps you have to make with the
Yeah.
orange one.
But it gets worse, Tet, because literally after I had said that, like the moment I had said that, I got a DM and I was like, uh-oh, did GDQ just slam me for saying something? No, it was my roommate asking if I wanted Chinese. And I was like,
Yeah, but Adam has made up a little bit of ground with the stages. But still a little bit behind.
Yeah, I definitely felt like this should have been a little bit more in Adam's wheelhouse, but this might be like I honestly question if the early sleep is a thing or if Okami is just a disaster on wheels with this game.
Okami has actually been known to be very, very good at precision platformers.
Okay. So yeah, you're just taking away like Adam's strength here.
Okami's just good at video games. Just say that.
Okami
It's
clearing
true.
another level.
You know what game Okami isn't good at though? Adventure Ball. I'm calling him out. That's
No one's good
right.
at Adventure Ball. They just do a little bit better every time.
I got the distinct honor of removing Okami from Kuso Grande 6 via Adventure Ball. So
Yeah, Adam now on the level that was giving a lot of gripe to Okami, but Okami has been blasting through the levels since then.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
Adam's going in reverse order to how Okami did this level. And like pretty much has it too. Yeah, there you
Gets
go.
it. I mean, it counts. It didn't look
Yeah.
like they were in the goal, but it counts. Yeah, Adam only about, I think, 2 or 3 behind at this point, while Okami only has about 4 left to beat before being done with the goal.
Yeah, like what we saw yesterday with Maurice, like all it takes is, you know, a couple seconds of falling behind. The other person can catch up like that. These top 8 matches are always really close. There are a few blowouts, but I would say Adam still has a chance. All it takes is like one level to wall Okami.
Yeah, Adam only needing 6, while Okami down to 4. And then Adam just finishing up a level. So Adam has a chance to actually catch up.
Looks like only has like 5 levels left from what I thought I saw there.
And Adam just blazing through that one. They
that
actually might be
level-
on the same level now.
Shout outs
And
to
they
Rail-
are.
Wow.
They are.
Shout outs to Railcoon, who's posting numbers for us in the setup, so that way we have an idea of how far people are, because I can't count.
Thank you for that awesome information that I didn't even see.
Yeah.
That would have been mad useful.
This is closing in now.
Yeah, I think Adam finally just kind of got this game to click with them. And is now just saying, this is my time. I will not be beaten in another game. I will not be 0-3 on day 2.
Well, unfortunately, clicking with you or not, there's still a lot of level to go.
Yeah, and Okami does have more experience in this level specifically. Not
But yeah,
a lot, but
there is a lot of just again a lot to parse.
yeah.
Like with the projectiles being shot, trying to balance out, because it is a it's like they're parallel, but
Yeah, I feel
the
like
same.
with this level, you have to try to like work on one orb at the time. Like, if you can avoid it, don't do both of them at the same time, because you can trap them at the end and then have full control over the other one.
Shot by the other, the long range one. I love this bottom line of send your punchlines to punchlines@playbinaries.com. Trambles, what's your favorite punchline?
My favorite punchline is actually a one-liner. It's a joke I wrote myself. It goes, I gotta remember it. Yeah, I think there is something off about that do not touch sign, but I can't put my finger on it.
Very, very Hedberg.
What about you, Roar? What's your favorite punchline?
About a Buccaneer.
I think it'd probably be better if, you knew the joke to that punchline.
Yeah, I've got no idea what the punchline. Oh no, sorry, that's not true. My favorite punchline is,
And
of course,
Adam with the
there
clear.
is no punchline.
Sorry
Adam
to interrupt
is-
your joke and ruin any comedy value to it, but Adam has made the clear.
Please, I've already ruined any comedy value to any of my jokes.
What is
Okami is getting close as well.
Oh, but now we've got a new mechanic
This is
of...
vile.
Boosters!
This is vile.
Oh, and Okami takes a death right at the end.
That's rough.
Okay, but
Okay,
one of them's trapped.
Yeah. Okay, easy peasy. Easy peasy.
And the game did a kindness with that, but that is very, very
Two
good.
stages
Adam's
remain for
taking the
Adam.
wheel.
Oh, now we're playing Alice and Marissa's Trap Tower. We need to just go ahead and swap around the levels to the other side. Yeah, I'll just say that's that game that gets that mechanic's honor of being the one I think of when this is the case.
Oh, you gotta swap the
Yeah,
orange and the blue parts.
I think Adam is probably going to try to do this without, like,
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah, it is a hard concept sometimes to just like get your head around, because you're controlling two characters at the same time and both of them have their own rules but opposite. And it's sometimes just hard to remember, like, oh, I know this is orange, and this thing that I just saw in the previous level
No.
Oof.
Tried to jump over the bullet.
Oh wait, you
Got
can't get
ventilated
that.
by the spike on the other side.
Okami
Yeah.
having a little bit of a party with his orange and blue and the orange goal.
Get out! You're supposed to be over there. All right, come on, man. No!
Oh, that is such a heartbreak.
Oh, this is. They're just the worst time is when you're spending like minutes on a step part and then you get to the very end and you just lose it.
Adam almost glitched the blue ball through the
Yeah, I
orange
saw
thing
that.
right there. So it would have
That would have been awful.
How are we
This
dealing
is
with
rough
this?
because you have to get
Yay.
over that without jumping. You have to not have the blue ball over that.
Yeah, I think you need to do the orange first.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to probably trap the blue ball up in that middle section until you can take care of the orange ball.
Yeah, but you also need to make it so that the orange ball is safe because the blue ball
Yeah.
does need to make a few jumps.
No, got the
And it
theme
doesn't
yet?
even
It's
trap it at the end.
protection. You gotta block the ball with the blue one.
Okay. No,
No, maybe this
this can
works.
work.
This
This
works.
can work.
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah, no,
plan.
this is, I think, the safest way to do it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
No, my
baby.
idea was wrong. Go get him, Adam.
Adam with the clear. I think Adam only has one level left.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is going exactly as I was saying is best possible case for Adam to catch up. Okami is definitely walled on this level.
Yeah, it's definitely a case where Adam is going to get stronger and stronger with each match because Adam is finally waking up.
Stop praying for my Adam. He's growing too powerful.
Also, I'm sorry. I just read the joke that Railkun put in chat. Why did David Hasselhoff change his name to the Hoff? It's less hassle. That's beautiful. It's so simple and obvious and dumb, and it's gorgeous. Oh, like a sunset on a winter morning.
I mean, I can't imagine what Okami is feeling right now. Just with this level, been on it
Absolute frustration.
so long, especially like the punchlines thing there is just such a, it's so petty. And it's like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Oh, maybe.
And I think, yeah,
Maybe.
and
He gets it.
Okami,
Yeah. Okami.
sigh of relief probably for Okami, but like Okami cannot be feeling good about this race. They were doing so well up until that point. And I think Adam is going to get this clear very soon, as long as they can just traverse these spikes. And there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Adam with the dot done, finishing with a time.
All right, let's see how fast Okami forfeits. Oh, still going.
Nope. Champion.
Okami's like, I'm not Maurice.
Adam making the question of, did I get it? Yeah, you got it.
It's a valid question at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, this
there's-
is, we definitely had some races where like you get like the screenshot of the puzzles. There's like, these are the ones you need to do, and kind of just doing that verification check is like, did I get them? Is always just like it's because it's heartbreaking to think you finished.
Look at how
When
much
you've
faster
actually missed-
Okami did that.
Yeah, Okami killed that level. Like, just breezed through it. That must feel rotten, having been stuck on the other level for so long. Because Okami was really killing this game the entire time until that level.
Yeah, and I don't imagine like Okami's gonna finish this level pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So being within like 1 or 2 minutes in a platformer, just heartbreaking.
Bad feel.
It's
Bad
it's
feel.
heartbreaking. It's like, you know, you could have won this race, And we saw that a few times in yesterday's matches too, where just a simple mistake can cost you the race.
Yeah, see, that's why following Andy's advice of not tilting is so difficult, because before the match, I'm like, I am very zen. I am immovable. Nothing can harm me. And then I get walled, even like minor inconvenience on one level. I'm screaming, thrashing about, frothing at the mouth.
Oh, yeah. Or worse, somebody dares knock on my door. Huh? Anyways,
Human contact.
Yeah,
Get
that's
out.
a good way to get you destroyed. Adam's comment for this one is, delete all text in this game is significantly improved. Alternate comment is, I was promised no jokes. I am just now noticing these are some superb hexagons. You know what? I can understand the no jokes thing.
There it is. Okami finishing. Not too far off.
Yeah, not too
of
far
Adam.
at all.
Like, amazing showing by both of these. This is a challenging game. Like, some people have a hard enough time playing as one character in a platformer. To play as two, kudos to both of them for putting up 2 amazing times.
You know what the worst part is? Look at all those other levels just staring at you from
I know,
afar.
right?
Just like,
Yeah, imagine the terrors that would be in these other levels.
what do you think what's a mechanic that's going to happen in the later levels?
Moving platforms.
How about you, Shrimbles?
Oh, it's going to be switches that you need to use for one ball to activate for the other ball. And then you have to do both of them at the same time at some points.
Oh no. I'm gonna bet that the mechanic that shows up is break time. Take it away, Church.
So the interesting thing about that, Roy, is that you're a game too early.
What? I don't know. We have to shut this one. I thought that we were setting up the other one. You can break between all of them.
Break time over. Welcome back to Mystery Tournament.
Yeah, you had your quick moment of zen. We're going to go straight into game 2, everybody.
I'm glad you enjoyed your break.
Hopefully you got maybe a drop of water. That's what you had time for.
I can't breathe. Don't do this to me.
See? I told you. I just broke Church. That's all.
Just gonna start saying that in like the middle of matches. And break time. Take it away, Church. No!
Just a super unprepared.
Just in the middle of the next match, we'll just say,
Did I
all right,
mention that-
time for a break. No.
I'm as out of it as any of these other players, okay?
Maybe
this
you're a
is
bit more.
this is a big mood. I don't know that any of us woke up early enough for this or got enough sleep for this.
Not.
This might just be the most cracked out of our mind top 8 that we've ever had. It's so...
Just because it's on the GDQ channel doesn't mean you have to sleep like you're at a GDQ.
Wait, I did any sleep though, so that's better than...
That's true.
All right. Railcoon in chat saying I'm perfectly winning.
How nice for you.
Well,
I'm Railcoon and I'm
yes.
responsible.
I guess if one person here is going to be
Yeah,
responsible, it's going to be the tech crew. Shoutouts to the tech crew. Doing a great job.
Railcoon, who is actually running this show while a bunch of sleepy idiots come in. Like children he has to wrangle.
You can all speak for yourselves. I'm perfectly awake.
It's true. Shrambles is keeping us on task.
That's true. I was all prepared. I'm normally the person that's got to be like, and here's the transitions to this game and the stuff and the things and the other things.
We've already found out that you're 0 for 1. Yeah, you're 0 for 1 in transitions right now.
I mean, the transition was masterful. It wasn't like time for it, but
No, I do have to say, I super appreciate it, Roar. It was a great throw. It's just, you were the only one ready for the transition to break.
Because we look at this. Do you see us rambling while they're setting up the game? I thought we were throwing a fiver over while they're setting up the game.
spending time.
This is content.
It made sense.
This is pure content right here. This is just 4 people who haven't slept.
This is
Roar calling for the 7th inning stretch after the first pitch.
The pitcher has thrown the opening pitch. It's the 7th inning stretch. Oh my.
Okay,
and they're still setting up.
Yeah, they are still setting up. We do have time to kill.
So, like, to give everybody at home an example of how sleep deprived some of us are, at some point during the first, and our tech crew, at some point during that first run, I looked up at my taskbar and I was like, why do I have OBS running? I should close that.
So we're watching, this is Mystery Tournament. This is what it's like all the time. You think it might be like some official thing? No, it's a bunch of friends just goofing off playing mystery games together.
That's
it is free to enter. Anyone can join in. Anyone can hang out with your boy Roar, who calls breaks at the wrong time, or me who does not get enough sleep, or Trambles, who is the only person keeping this train on the rails right now.
No, Railcoon is doing a better job of keeping the train on the rails.
Also true.
Quite literally.
Railcoon is driving.
It's in the name.
Not only that, but what's important to note is you mentioned that you could join us over there, but you can also, if you like our commentator over here, you can absolutely go watch all the Mystery Tournament broadcasts as they happen over on the Mystery Funhouse channel. You can also watch all 200 and plus matches that led up to this on our YouTube channel. That's a new thing. We're still building it because I'm not the one building it. So it might be getting done.
Mystery Funhouse tries to stream as many games during Mystery Tournament as possible. It's increased eyes on the event by 1,000 million times. It's crazy how many people just know about Mystery Tournament from these streams now. We do side events all the time. We have one coming up in a couple days with the Mystery Fun Fest. There's lots of stuff to do all the time.
Yep, we've got our Mystery Fun Fest, which is absolutely, definitely not ripping off a different event.
Absolutely not. Totally.
Definitely 100% original, do not steal. Where we have 2 teams tasked in our Discord community to do various tasks, certain points for their team. We also have other events coming up later through the year, which includes our Mystery events, which are going to happen every other week in tandem with our mystery show. Mystery is a 2-hour-long high score challenge where our players get a game 5 minutes before they're supposed to be playing, and they fight for the best high score in 2 hours. We have the mystery show where players in true mystery fashion don't even know the game show they're about to join in on. That we run in tandem with that. We're also doing mystery card gaming next year. So if you're a fan of TCGs and you want to try out a bunch of them, shortly after FunFest, we're going to be starting our Friday night mystery. That may not actually be happening on a Friday night, but nonetheless, look, we're spoofing something, okay?
That's part of the mystery, what day it lies on.
Yeah, where we choose a different card TCG every month with a different format every week. We have potentially co-op tournament coming up. We have a number of side events that I don't know yet because, quite frankly, half of them happen on a whimsy. So, like,
some would say too many side events. I say no, not enough side events.
Well, that's why we don't do the main mystery tournaments twice a year, because this used to be a twice a year event. But we learned from our mistakes because there's just so much testing that goes into mystery tournament, and having the side events has really helped us to like diversify our assets and make sure that our portfolio is desirable to other business
paradigms.
Yeah.
Synergy.
How many buzzwords can we throw in here right now?
And he wants you to know that he's got to go to the business conference being held in Tokyo.
You lost.
Yeah.
Me.
Well, you've never Business Cat. Come on, it's an internet classic. How can you not? I even went as Business Cat for Halloween, which literally just mean that I wore the suit that I own and held a briefcase with a tail. It was a very effective and cheap costume. Are we there yet? I'm watching I'm watching this constantly move around on Okami's screen during setup, so I don't actually know if we're able to throw over to the game just yet. Like,
or just pouring sweat, please.
I'm like, I am so ready for a transition. I don't know if I need to generate a joke yet, but I've already beefed this once, so maybe I just leave it to Shrambles here.
No, here, you throw it to the Grim, again, we'll cut to a break.
Yeah, and next up our game is, and we're here to tell you all about the stuff going on at GDQ, and it's break time. Oh, great.
Just mute. We just take your mic.
All right, I think both of our players are ready. So we are going to transition over to our next game, Game 2. So we have, for your viewing pleasure, this is a game called JUMPGRID.
Do you think we're going to jump the grid, or do you think the whole grid's going to jump when we jump?
I really hope not. That sounds incredibly disorienting. What was that game that was on the Virtual Boy that makes its rounds?
Oh, boy.
The jumping one where you...
Yeah, where you're a ball that's bouncing...
Yeah, what was that called?
I'm trying to remember. Because it was an unreleased Virtual Boy game.
Yeah, that's what comes to mind hearing JUMPGRID. So does anyone know anything about the actual JUMPGRID that's in front of us right now?
We're going to find out in just a few seconds as we get this game started.
All right. Now, at any time, we can push the, what's this?
Oh, boy.
And then it's already, okay, so we need to just go jump across the grid. Okay. All right.
So this has a very super hexagon feel to it.
Yeah.
Where instead of, getting through a hexagon maze, your goal is just to collect all of these little things on the literal grid.
You move so fast.
This seems like you can go very fast.
Oh no, this is like the star pattern in the background. By the time we're done watching this, I'm just gonna... Oh, you don't collide with anything in between of yourself.
Wow.
Yeah, so it looks like your only hitbox is when you are actually in those perpendicular lines with each other.
Wow. Just the best part is just like watching the players as they get to the first stage, and they just go for it.
Yeah, they're just firing on all cylinders. Especially Okami,
Yeah, Okami is one game away from being eliminated from mystery tournaments, so knows that they are at risk. So they are probably thinking, I need to play out of my mind to just still maintain this best of 3. So it is unsurprising that Okami is just going for it in each and every level.
This is wacky. The way that the whole grid is moving is I said the grid, this is it. This is the level where the grid moves when you're jumping.
I guess
See?
so.
I told you, you doubted me. You were like, I'm scared of that idea. Well, you're not a top 8 contender anymore, Tet. That's why you're over here on commentary, huh?
While Roar has an argument with himself.
Wow. That's like, I'm not engaging in this blatant attack.
I don't know where he's at. It's not here.
Yeah, and
there was cohesion. I think.
I mean, this game still has that kind of feel of a Twitch platformer, where you're instead of actually platforming, you're just dodging. I mean, I wouldn't expect no less of a gritty game like this to appear in top 8.
Wow, if you don't move, you die instantly. Everything goes so fast in this.
This is okay. So we had the same problem yesterday when I was on commentary, where the game was just so hypnotizing. It was hard for me to say anything about it. And I'm just watching this, and Remember that whole half asleep, and I'm just watching all these stimulating colors just fly all over the place.
It
And
does have that quality.
Yeah, it's a very mesmerizing game with just how everything kind of moves so fluidly, and just it's all in these great rhythms. I mean, this is honestly a rhythm game, is what it really
that's
is.
what I was thinking, honestly. Like, because there's just make yourself in the position at the right timing. I hope that there's some sort of rhythm going on to the thing. I'm gonna jam to. I'm gonna hear the music on the commentary real quick. So I'm gonna.
I'm
Oh, that is
surprised.
some jamming music.
It seems like one of those games that would have a boss soundtrack.
Yeah, and the thing about a game like this is that this isn't a game that's going to have, like, you know, you're not going to get new mechanics in each level. This is a game where it's like your only movement is the grid movement.
Yeah, that's it. That's the mechanic.
Just,
I guess this is kind of a boss fight. God, I
Oh,
looked
no.
away for 2 seconds, and Adam was caught up.
yeah, they are both on this laser grid, whatever you would call this.
I call this an annoying auto scroller.
I guess it kind of is an auto-scroller, yeah.
I disdain auto scrollers because you never know how long they're gonna take.
You could argue that a lot of boss fights are auto-scrollers, though.
Yeah.
I know, and I hate them when they're auto scrollers. I love them when they're not.
You know, I think I'm discovering why Roar does not like Elden Ring.
You know,
I don't like boss fights.
I'm. You know what? I'm just. I swear I had a defense in here somewhere, but I'm losing it. I'm like starting to realize, am I even?
And Adam
Do I even
clearing
have
the
a proper wow?
going on to the next, I guess, quadrant is what they're called in this game.
It looks like, yeah, it looks like you can wrap around.
Yeah, the lines are connected for a reason, so I don't know if Okami has made that connection yet. Maybe they have.
I have seen it happen a few times.
Yeah, Adam is taking full use of it, and it looks like you have to know how to do that for this section
Yeah, it seems to be
Levels
the
are
main
teaching
gimmick
you
about this one.
very effectively what you need to do. No, you had it.
No, my defense, chat's like, Roar's been destroyed. And I'm like, yes, but also my defense is that I've actually grown to enjoy Elden Ring. I was in stuff. Just
Yeah, Okami getting the clear is a little bit behind at this point. Probably a few. Oh, Buzzsaw immediately killing Adam.
Big ol' buzzsaw!
Yeah,
Move
these,
or die.
yeah, these levels are just asking for just less than a second of like reactions.
This is
What
very
the
good
nightmare.
mission.
Oh, geez, I thought Adam cleared it, but just like no.
Last second, mauled to bits. Oh, that's rude.
I'm really
Hope you memorized
enjoying
the pattern for last time.
the creativity of all of these levels, just like how they are shifting all of the obstacles. Like it's really ingenious.
Ah, Tower of Fish.
It's like watching a Rube Goldberg machine just fit together.
That was a reference for all of like 20 people out there.
But people don't watch Rube Goldberg machines on YouTube.
No, not the Tower of Fish. Never mind.
What?
Thought that was a pretty established concept.
Adam having a little bit of trouble on these. Okami is
Yeah,
now
Okami's
just one
just
stage
cruising.
behind. But Adam does get the clear, so Adam maintaining a 2-stage lead at this point.
Adam's stuck in a rhythm game.
Okay, see, now this is just straight up a rhythm game. This is where we're Guitar Hero now. Oh, there's more.
Clever. I honestly thought like the exit was going to scroll down with it, but no, that would have been out of how this game controls.
I feel a strong desire to grab my plastic guitar right now and just see what tune plays along. It's probably just going to sound like clack, 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 but, you know.
Yeah,
That is what a plastic guitar sounds like.
And as soon as we notice Okami making like the swift comeback, is now getting stuck on these square levels.
Yeah, I wonder if Okami realizes you can wrap around. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He's been doing it.
And we got 3-person Pong. Adam immediately clearing that.
Not a problem for Adam.
It's
Yeah,
not-
all of these moments where I feel like Adam should be dead. Like he's
Yeah,
already disappeared.
It's staggeringly precise where you like actually are at any given time.
Like I am just baffled by how quick both of these players can react. And I mean, it might just be easier when you're in the game, so it's just like immediate reaction. But it just feels so quick.
No.
Going clockwise like that is a trap. Doesn't seem like you have anywhere to escape to. Yeah, Adam's got the right of it.
It's a Tower of Awanas reference. There's a room in the Tower of Awanas that does this. And it's really annoying. That's what the Tower of Fish was about. Anyway.
Oh.
I had that dumb moment where I was like, we're eating the goals where Snowdozer's like, yeah, the original submission was for quadrant 2. Apparently Jorf did it in 16 minutes, and that is a big reason they extended it. And I stupidly was about to ask, so how many quadrants are there?
5.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just
I know. There's 4.
I
quadrants.
assumed 4, yeah.
I mean, who's to say? Maybe there is a 5th quadrant.
Maybe. I mean, with all these other shapes that are doing things, I like to imagine that we're in just like some giant fish.
Or
You know, that
some
is
giant fish.
That is a theory that some people would posit, that we are just in a giant
inside
fish.
A giant fish.
Oh, and Snake Game.
Okami has finally made it out of square hell.
Yeah, so that level was just go faster than the level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was. I cannot believe how fast you can die in some of these.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
if you don't move in half a second.
it's like it immediately spawn camps you.
See, now this is where I'm like, okay, we definitely have a break before the best of 3, last set, right? For these players, I sure do hope that's the case, because this is the kind of game where you need to just readjust your eyes afterward.
Did someone say break? Let's kick it over to church.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. It's a joke. Please no. Please keep watching.
Yeah,
Wow,
Adam
just
showing
threaded the needle.
Adam showing why they are in top 8. Like maybe
No kidding.
that first, that winners finals games where he, looked like he was struggling, like he is now just powered up. There is nothing that's going to hold him back with just how amazing he's doing right now.
Watching their gameplay is really impressive.
And I think this is another boss fight, it looks like.
Yeah. / auto-scroller.
You've got
You
these
know what
like
this is? This is a reminder to take my meds.
you've got like the circuit nail files right here.
Ah, it's getting faster. Oh, it's getting faster.
Wow.
No, it's still
Wow.
getting faster.
Go,
Not getting
man, go.
faster, and we're through.
And the quadrant is cleared.
Adam killing it over here. Oh no, what is going on here?
Oh no,
Oh,
negative
no.
space.
Negative
Oh no,
space.
negative space.
Oh. Especially after because your eyes just have to adjust to all these different color stimuluses. It's a lot.
Oh no.
So you said Jorf beat the entire goal in 16 minutes?
Beat quadrant 2, so
Beat
Adam
quadrant
just
two. So
undercut
Adam
the dwarf.
did it
Or
in
dwarf.
12 minutes.
halfway through the goal, Adam is poised to beat this in under 25 minutes. And that estimate is still correct. For most mortals, it would probably take us 50 minutes. But as we found out in top 8, these players are no mere mortals when it comes to gaming.
Yeah, Okami really owing up to the namesake these days.
It's been a long-standing joke that Drake is a robot. I think Adam, if that is their real name, with some numbers at the end, kind of seems like a robot impersonating a human to me.
I'm now just we're at negative space, and now my brain is just in negative space. Not being negative. I just mean like I have no idea where I'm at or what I'm watching. How do you do this? Oh, it's so fast, and just going through this, and just the players being able to have these heads ups.
I mean, this is actually going too fast for this one.
Yeah, this negative space concept is just really blowing my mind.
Right, and it's the worst part is it's not like it's anything I haven't seen in games before, and yet in this one it's just so dazzling as well.
It's because you have like half a second to react to what is now safe, where it was once extremely dangerous.
Oh gods, do you have to collect all of those in the speed? Nope. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I think this one's just a game of patience.
Yeah, all the ones that require you to be patient is where Adam is tripping up. Adam is in go mode right now. They want that grand final spot. They want it bad.
They want to make that run back. They want to take those 2 losses and then just win every game since.
Like I said, it's clearly their plan to just maximize the amount of top 8 games being played.
Yeah, I think Adam's going to get this level in the next attempt. And it's nothing to say, like, Okami is doing phenomenally as well. It's just sometimes you can't compete when someone is just moving like Adam is.
Yeah, there's a certain level of you can't feel bad when you lose when you watch the run back and see exactly what your opponent was doing in this instance.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those situations.
Yeah. Like, there are 100 points where you can absolutely go, okay, I didn't win this because I played bad. But, like, at some point, you got to watch some matches and recognize, you know, oh, I didn't win this because I had no chance.
Yeah, a lot of times in Mystery Tournament, it's not really you versus the other player. It's you versus the clock more than anything. But in situations like this, it is definitely clear you're against the other player, and if they are an inhuman beast that cuts the established best blind time by 4 minutes,
yeah,
that's a trying task. That's a big ask of you.
Okami gets the debt there the same way that Adam did, and just recognize sometimes you just gotta be faster than the rest of the level. See, I'm just gonna call this the rave zone because there's just so many laser lights flying around in the zone quadrant that Okami's on.
Yeah, and you've got the purple minion that is just, mocking you.
Why'd you have to munch me?
It is the purple minion.
Just staring at me.
The proto-amogus.
I mean, is that the Pokemon evolutionary chain?
Yeah.
You've got Among Us, Minion, and then Fall Guy. Is that the evolutionary chain?
Well, at some point they gain an eye, so maybe the Minion's last one.
They're going faster. Hey,
Okami just breezed through that one. Adam had some trouble. Adam is having a weird bit of trouble on little Amogus over there. I say that as they... Oh no! You got popped at the last minute!
Yeah, it's especially, telling when they're trying to figure out You know, like where is the safe space when you're trying to jump when the negative space is there?
Adam does not know the meaning of go slow. All the levels that required patience, I'm just frothing at the mouth, going no.
And there is pressure. Like Adam probably wants this game done now, so they can get a little break before moving on to grand finals.
And Adam makes it.
Like, no, Adam doesn't want to have to play a game 3 here.
No,
At this rate, I don't think he's gonna have to. They're gonna have to worry about it.
yeah, Adam is already firmly in the gauntlet of needing to play a ton of games one after another, and that will definitely wear on you. It's a quantifiable thing. I remember when we used to have top 8s all in one day, and some of the Europeans were up until like 5 in the morning playing game after game after game.
Yeah, we're more reasonable now. We think.
Bring back borderline torture for video games.
But still, like, yeah, losing the initial winners semis, like, it's unfortunate that you made it all the way to winners semis, and your penalty for losing at that one moment just before clutching it out at the end is that you have to deal with the endurance round.
Right.
But there's just no way around that. They're just scheduling.
Like, logistically, it can't work.
So don't beef it at the end. And again, reminder that this is the losers finals, which means that right now, even if whichever of these players wins, they've still got to go up against someone in the next match, and that's gonna be a trial as well.
Yeah, because you'll see they'll be at a disadvantage, and we'll share how they'll be at a disadvantage when we get to grand finals.
Yeah, but if anyone can blow through that, it's definitely Adam numbers. Okami is doing
Okami
a very
is
good
actually,
job catching up.
Yeah, as long as Okami is patient, I think Okami has more patience with these levels than Adam does.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to be gained on that the minion level.
I hate this level. It's just messing with you. There's no way to, like, this one would be almost impossible to say. No, that's only one of them.
Can you imagine if this game had like little quotes mocking you like the last one?
You know, for all the good in the world that Portal has done for video games, it sure didn't help that all of the high school kids loved the snark, and then all of them are just like, it's just the, you know. I'm sorry, more hot takes from Aurora, more hot takes from Aurora.
Everyone loves the snark.
It's okay, I'm
But yeah, mostly
objectively
high
right.
school kids. I mean, when the man's right.
Yeah, now Okami on the Proto Among Us level, otherwise known as 3-8.
I like
it
mine
says
better.
in the corner.
Oh,
just
okay, it
noticed
is
that.
3. Yeah, I was like, were you counting?
Okay.
No, I just noticed that it
You almost
appeared
got
in
it.
the corner. So
You almost got it, and Adam is being walled by this 3D printer level over here.
I mean, I would just like to point out for everybody that's like, oh, those guys got hot takes. I mean, hello, my name is Blasphemous Roar. Do you think I just didn't earn that title?
He doesn't even like pineapples on pizza.
I love pineapples on
Oh, me
pizza.
too. You are correct. You are correct to think that.
I'm sorry, sweet and savory at the same time? That's called enjoying all of your taste buds.
Adam, like, having some time. Okami through. Okami actually might catch up to Adam.
Yeah,
at
this is
point.
very impressive. Okami is going fast all the time, almost to their detriment. Just some patience, a little bit. Don't worry about how the other guy's doing.
Yeah, a lot of this level is just kind of memorization
Yeah,
that Adam is on. Just like knowing.
that is really hard when you're in the middle of, especially a top 8 match. with a Twitch game like this, you're already firing on all cylinders. Remembering things is extremely difficult.
I'm just hoping that this is actually the boss fight all along. It was not!
Nope.
We still got plenty.
The boss fights don't have the little cubes.
They sure don't.
They don't have the souls/runes that the other levels have.
I think they are souls and runes because you have to recollect them every time you die.
Roar, we talked about this.
Fine, they aren't souls/runes because this game has good mechanics.
Ooh. How do you...
Wait, what are you supposed to do there?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
Gotta get that wrap.
Just don't die, right?
Yeah.
What the heck? I think you're...
No, there's a... You
What?
have to wrap around it.
I'm sorry,
oh, no.
what?
Oh, no!
Oh, it's Quick Man. Oh, no.
Is it controversial, this opinion, to say that Quick Man and lasers are the worst Mega Man mechanic? Like,
Roar.
I'm starting to question my opinions. Are they controversial? Like, can I have one that's, like, everybody agrees with, or am I just the beacon of bad choices?
Literally everyone agrees with your pineapple on pizza take. I don't think there's anyone damaged enough out there to dislike it.
I don't like pineapples. Does that count?
Okay,
I'm with Church.
Oh, no,
I think
you
pineapples are bad, but
Rhythm game. Okay, here's the reason. Here's
Tetris?
the
Oh, wow, Tetris.
Oh, God.
This game's amazing. Wow, he didn't even let him play Tetris. He's like, I'm out of here.
didn't even get one line clear.
Yeah, it didn't even appear.
Okay, the reason that pineapples are good is because they are the bamfist fruit. They try to digest you while you try to digest them.
What?
And
Yeah, you win every time.
yeah,
Well, hopefully.
yeah, pineapple. That's one of the reasons why often people have sore tongues after pineapple is because the pineapple enzymes are still active even after they've been.
Digest the top layer of your tongue.
Yeah. The pineapple is eating you while you eat the pineapple.
Yeah,
I think I made the right decision to not eat pineapple then.
What, you don't like to feel like you've won anytime you have a meal?
I mean,
No.
I feel like I'm winning all the time when I'm eating.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point.
I just eat good food and then it's not a problem.
But where's the combat?
The combat was me going to the grocery store. Social anxiety is the real fight.
Yeah, there's going to the grocery store, there's stopping. Have you seen my kitchen after making a meal? That's a war zone.
Oh, so you don't want a food that actively tries to harm you as you eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
had
imagining
spicy chicken wings. They have a very big revenge mechanic.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just.
can't do spicy food.
I'm now imagining that you just. Like, you've made first contact with the Klingons and you finally understand everything. And you're just like, all right, here's a gift of pineapple. Why are you giving us this fruit? Because it does combat with you while you eat it.
Speaking about combat, Adam is on the third boss of the
God.
third quadrant.
Oh, it
So-
stopped! Oh, rude! Don't stop! Oh no, it was not that
This
fast
one-
though.
Honestly, this void section is giving me like mad like 90s TV transition
Yeah.
vibes.
Oh my God, you're right. Like we're just straight up MTV 1996 right now.
Just the fact that it stops is so BM.
It's so mean. And it's like, how do you plan for that?
I hope you were paying attention. And you gotta jump over. And oh my God, no. No.
Oh,
This is
cruel. This is cruel.
why have you? I just want to know if the testers actually finished the game or if they're just like,
Yeah, we finished it.
Quadrant 2, we'll give them the full because they're top.
Oh,
Champ!
is that it?
Yeah,
Oh, we did
clearing
it.
the third quadrant.
They did it!
One more quadrant left.
Oh, what is happening? No! No!
Oh no!
The level's
no!
throwing.
No!
What a weird mechanic for the last, like,
Oh,
last-
that's
Motion
really
sickness warning
disorienting.
screen. Motion sickness warning.
What do your controls end up like? Like, when you're sideways, that's awful.
Oh, and now it's like, oh.
Help me, I'm stuck in the background of an Earthbound boss.
Do not adjust your screen.
Help.
You have entered the jump grid zone. Picture, if you will, a mystery tournament, top 8 competitor who has no idea what they are getting into.
Yeah, I guess it's kind. Sorry to interrupt your Twilight Zone.
Oh, okay. The arrow's pointing the direction to help you keep an idea of where to top. Yeah, it's kind.
It's at least it's kind. It's not like completely cruel.
So, I'm just looking at this, and we kind of touched on it yesterday, and I'm sure there might have been a situation like this before. What happens if you're like 30 minutes into a match and you just get motion sickness from the game because it throws out a mechanic like this? Like,
That would suck.
Unfortunately, that's kind of a case of like, unless it's super duper duper like severe and noted ahead of time, that's kind of in the realm of probably just unfortunate. We actually do have motion sickness warnings on our games that are prone to this. So the likelihood that they were asked if this was notated that there was a potential motion sickness, we actually do have, we actually have a list of criteria that we do take note of. Like, is the download too big because it's a modern freeware game that has like 30 gigabytes? So, you know, is your internet connection stable enough, or do we need to get you a smaller game? Are you colorblind? Are you prone to motion sickness? Do you have a controller with an analog stick? Do you have a mouse? These are, when a game has a restriction like that, we actually do notate them in the testing. The submitter should also be notating that, and we actually do ask these questions up front. In a game like this, it's really hard to gauge that severity. We can just simply ask, hey, do you have motion sickness? And if the answer is typically no, then there's not too much that can be done when suddenly a very strong potential motion sickness section comes up. Unless it's so severe that like both the players are experiencing it, the game becomes completely impossible. And in the super rarest case, because I don't think we've actually had to pull one for it. But if it gets really, really bad, the moderators do have carte blanche permissions to negate a match for almost any reason that they deem is necessary. We don't really have to invoke that power very often, but it's basically because we often have, especially with freeware in particular, there's a lot of issue with speed might go wrong. We actually have a notorious issue with 144 hertz monitors versus 60 when dealing with freewares. So we actually try to, like, these days in the description of the tournament, we actually make sure to keep like an idea of, hey, you should be running your monitor if you have a 144 hertz. By default, it's 60. We allow for certain control testing in freeware as a result. Good job, Adam gets through. So, 12.
We're expanding. I can't wait
no.
for the 64 grid.
This is gross. But yeah, Mystery Tournament has accessibility in mind, and if you run into a game that does not meet your accessibility requirements, even if you didn't list them in the beginning and you have concerns, you can bring it up, you can get a redraw most of the time.
Yeah, and it's because we absolutely want to be, we know that, like, when you're in a practice speedrun, you know your game inside out. You know you can handle what the game is throwing at you. In Mystery Tour, because you don't know what you've got until 5 minutes before you're actively playing. I got him. I'm just watching Adam just like champ this though. But yeah, since you don't know exactly what you're getting up to until just moments before you are, it's hard to determine that. So we absolutely do like, oh, we've started playing the game. And the thing is that as a player, earlier to call it is the better.
Right.
So like if it started 5 minutes and you're like, oh nope, this is definitely gonna give me motion sickness, you call that early, we're gonna pull the game and give you another one.
Yeah, it's happened before.
Yeah, you don't have to power through something that you're not comfortable powering through.
In a case,
and we can't know that unless, like, you say something.
in a case like this, luckily it seems that at least Adam hasn't brought it up that there's an issue. Due to the fact that this is top 8 in a normal match, if the motion sickness was a concern, we would simply redraw the whole thing and start from scratch. Due to the fact that this is top 8, if the motion sickness was suddenly a thing and they weren't notified properly ahead of time or were prepared for it, I personally would probably make the call to, as controversial as it is, call it at quadrant 3. And give Adam the win, but that's obviously something that would really be unfortunate because, well, Adam doesn't know they're there, so they can't exactly invoke that as a way to get the sudden win. But like, top 8 does have some level of you've got to make those kind of concessions to keep the show going.
I don't think that's going to be a concern at all with this because Adam has a set of cyborg guys that do not have that problem.
Yeah.
Adam is absolutely killing it. 4-15, I'm assuming there's 20 levels for each quadrant, while Okami is still
25. 325
very,
is where
very
Okami
rude
is.
boss.
But I'm assuming Okami will get this boss pretty quick. And gets the clear.
Just like that.
On to quadrant 4.
All right, Okami, I hope you're ready for the nightmare. It looks like it's toned down a little bit and is now just dealing with all the mechanic.
Yeah, now instead of void, it's static.
There's so many more. You have to collect 12 now. 12 is too high a number. Everything's fine when it was a 3x3 because I can count those numbers.
Roar does not like change.
You know why I use a debit card.
Okay, I changed my answer. That's my best punchline. I like that one.
But I mean, there is a possibility that Okami just,
Just breezes through this section. Yeah. It looks like Okami's not as bothered by the shifting mechanics as, a mortal person would be.
So yeah, sometimes you just don't have to worry. And that, as an event runner, like, I think that every event runner might just say at some point, there are situations where all you can do is just cross your fingers and hope it doesn't come up, and we never have to address it. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this match. And it looks like Okami's not got something to say just yet, so we're not really worried about it.
That's our entire mystery tournament strategy.
Yeah, just cross your fingers and hope you don't have to deal with it.
It was more of just a general question for accessibility because, some people might want to join and that might be a concern.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I know, so the what I thought of, and this game was not as bad for it as me, but I know I was playing The Witness and I got to some of the later puzzles and I almost quit the game because of how bad they were. And obviously, that's casual, so that's not a big deal. I was just wondering if it was like, oh, you get blindsided by this. What were the steps there?
Yeah. And because that's the thing is we do in fact try to make sure that our tournament is as fair as possible, for being as horribly unfair as it is. There's no way to account for all the randomness that this tournament can possibly have. But again, when talking about the randomness, and people go, well, if they don't know what they're doing, then how can you possibly be practicing for this? And the answer is, of course, join as many races as you can. Because when you say, oh, it's probably random who wins, figure that was pointed out yesterday. For this being our 16th mystery tournament, there have only been 6 winners. That is 10 tournaments that have been won by previous 9 tournaments, because we're on a 16th, that have been won by previous entrants. This year's exciting because one of these 3 players is going to be a brand new champion.
That seriously is a lot more exciting than it might initially seem, because, I mean, the last brand new champion we had was Maurice, and before that it was just the Andy and Drake game, and with the occasional Zex and I think one time DP.
Yeah. And those players are consistent, and you're seeing exactly how this looks with where Adam is doing right now. I might have woken up because I'm starting to do coherent, constant color commentary. What's that? I was like, I've been on topic for like 10 minutes now. Something's not right.
Oh, we got there, Roar. If Adam wins, you'll have like another 5 minutes of it.
Yeah. You're gonna miss out on all. You know what? Back to Sleepy Roar. No, wait, not back to Sleepy Roar. I think I've still got things to talk about, like how. Nope, that's it. It's all yours, Scrambles.
Yeah. So if you want, so Okami just made it to 413, and Adam is on 417. So Okami is only 4 levels behind Adam at this point. So there is a distinct possibility that Okami does catch up and overtake Adam. So if you are out there cheering for Okami or just cheering for another game in this set, there is a chance that it happens.
It's always what we want. We always want more mystery tournament.
As long as the Wii isn't the poor GDQ staffers that have to deal with us every year. We know we're a nightmare and a half for you people. We aren't shying away from it.
Less of a nightmare than when I played.
Yeah, I will remind you there were blocks at GDQ where, say, the Tetris people showed up with like 6, 8, 9 different arcade boards that they had to set up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's even the worst.
Yeah,
that's
at this
fair.
point, like, fatigue is definitely setting in, I think, for Adam.
It has
and,
to. Like,
and
this
Okami,
is...
because, like, watching this, like, just even watching this game is kind of just, like, getting me exhausted with...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's, like, literally eye fatigue is going to be a thing in this game, with just how stimulating it is. So it would not be surprising me if the players are lagging in vision a little bit and just like starting to fall behind. Which this is why endurance is important, and just like any sport, this is an esport. So like you've got to stay strong the way through. Eat your carrots because you're about to play Jump Grid.
Adam does get the clear, though.
It looked like he slipped that in at like the last possible second before they died.
Oh, I thought there was a death. I thought there was reset. I was like, why didn't all the grids disappear? But nope, just missing one tiny bottom corner. And nice heads up, and then no!
Wow.
Yeah,
What a level.
Wow, that's rude.
Wait, did Adam just change which direction and then it just changed which direction? Because it went up that time. Yeah, it did. What the cruelty?
Well, doesn't matter. Adam gets the clear.
Yeah, they kill it.
Still maintaining about a 3 to 5 level advantage over Okami. Because now it's now up to 5.
And we've mentioned a lot about Adam's gameplay and not so much about Okami, admittedly. That's another thing that, like, it's really hard sometimes with commentators that just don't know the game. It's hard to kind of, in a game like this, it's so hard
Especially
for one of the
like
players to play it, let alone us commentate on it. So apologies to Okami.
Well, there's always a who's ever in first, who's ever leading has kind of that bias because they're getting to the more unique content.
Yeah, we aren't talking about the same thing over and over again because we're seeing new stuff.
Adam on 422, I think, only has a few levels left.
Especially in a mile-a-minute game like this.
Yeah, that being said,
Yeah,
you know, Okami is one Adam getting walled away from being able to scream ahead.
Yeah.
Okami's already finished this level and got in the last second.
And like we've seen Adam struggle a couple of times with the boss fights, where Okami did a little bit better on one of them. So there's what's the rule? You never call it until it's over, because well, that makes for a boring commentating, watching experience, but also because it's just never over.
and regardless of where you think you are in a race, like because that's the other thing with this. Like, both of the players have no idea where each other are in this match. So Adam has no idea that they're ahead. Doesn't know that they're ahead by a few stages. Okami doesn't know that they're behind by a few stages. So they could be both thinking, well, I've been doing really well. I think I'm ahead. Maybe I can slow down. But that's kind of just part of the mystery of the racing format. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, like we do the race commentary and stuff on our channel, but like the players at that point are forbidden from actually being in that chat. They're forbidden from watching their opponent's streams. They're not able to know. Besides, you know, they're so busy watching their stuff, especially in a game like this, that they couldn't, you know, unless, well, I would say they couldn't, but I mean, we've already proven that Adam has robot eyes.
It'd be really hard to parse.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm getting from watching this is that I really, really, really need to see an actual speedrun of this game.
No kidding, folks. The name of the game is JUMPGRID. Let's see it at a GD. You know.
Yeah, if it doesn't exist already, someone get on this. This is incredible.
Yeah, the optimization of this would be really incredible to watch.
I wonder if the game tracks deaths. I'd be curious to see that at the end.
I hope it does. That's, you know what? Like in a game where you've got just repeated quick deaths, I feel like death counter at the end of the game, rather than just sitting, like, if it's in the middle of the game, it's mocking me and it needs to go.
It's demoralizing. At
But
the
if
end,
it's
you're
at
like,
the
I
end,
did
it's like,
that
this
with
is a nice little curio.
nearly 2,000 deaths.
It's it being in the middle of the game.
No
right at the end.
room for Adam to navigate at that point.
Yeah, I think Adam is now just kind of taking in an information like mission, like finding out where they can actually get some of these souls/runes.
You have like a 2-pixel window when that triangle moves up to get to the next node without instantly exploding. To the point where I'm not sure if that's the way it intends. But I can't see any other safe spot.
Yeah, it's really tight.
I think the trick is that there is no safe spot.
Well,
I think you actually need to quickly get the rest of the stuff in one fell swoop.
Yeah, I think it's like when it gets to that one point, which is giving Okami a brilliant chance to catch up.
The timing on this is so tight.
Yeah, I'm desperately trying to figure out what you even have to do here. Oh wow.
Oh, apparently just
guess
don't
there's
miss
one
the
left.
one. What? Where is it?
No, I don't even know how they did
I
that.
call
Where
lies.
does it even spawn the final, like the gate?
Oh, it's the gate that just didn't spawn in where I would expect it to be. I expected it to be right there in the middle, but no. Or was it? Now I'm intently watching to see where the missing square is here.
It might be the one in the corner.
Yeah, there's definitely either one Adam is missing.
Oh, there it is!
There
There it is!
Oof.
And
Then you're
immediately hit by a
immediately killed
meteor.
by a meteor.
I love that we both called that a meteor at the same, like, we were both thinking meteor there. That one was rude.
Yeah, I mean, it gives
That was
Okami
so mean.
such a beautiful chance, though, to make up ground.
Yeah.
They're on 421, and Adam is on 424. There is a huge possibility.
The other unfortunate possibility is also that Okami gets stuck on it for as long. Or longer.
That is true.
That wouldn't happen. That's not exciting.
I mean, yeah, the comeback! Yeah!
That's not following our script.
Yeah.
Adam's plan is now to just go faster than light.
The meteor. Yeah, and it's a good plan. Final boss.
Oh no, Mario Maze! Oh, this is a terrible final... Nope, this is a terrible final boss. Oh wait, right, screen wrapping.
Oh, wow.
Never mind, it's not the worst.
Yeah, Okami now on that same level that was tripping up Adam. It might come down to this boss fight. But speaking of finishers, so did you know that all of our races that we host are open to the public?
I did not. Tell me more about it.
Well, we actually did have another person enter this race, and they have finished.
What? Who?
So,
That's correct. Maurice just finished with a time of 49:14.
so Maurice coming into
Oh,
the...
wow.
And there it is.
Adam does it.
With the finish.
Not to be outdone.
Yeah,
They hear
30
Maurice
seconds.
finish? Fine.
30 seconds after Maurice. But Maurice didn't matter in this match. Adam was the only one that mattered.
Maurice has something to prove from earlier.
Yeah, that's an important point. Is that basically, like we said, all of our matches are done on Speedruns Live in the IRC. We're working on. I think there's stuff going on to make that easier, but I'm not sure. But they're done in a public format where anybody who wants to play can absolutely jump in. It doesn't affect the tournament in negative ways. It's a great way to kind of sort of compare yourself to the to kind of like compare yourself to how they're doing, to have fun racing along. It only matters whether or not you beat your opponent. It doesn't matter if somebody else in the tournament, if somebody else who joined in. The only rule is, don't hold the players up too much. So we absolutely invite you to come join the community, come race along. A lot of us got started by just joining in and just like, oh, I would like to race a little bit. And then that's that. You're in. So absolutely, like, I cannot say join MT enough. Spam those join MT emotes,
Join
folks,
MT.
because like it's that easy. We have all sorts of events throughout the year. They're open to most anybody who wants to join. We want to see new faces. You got to have the new blood to race against.
And with that, so Adam does get to move on to grand finals. And unfortunately, that does mean OkamiOfGames is out of the tournament. But
Oof.
What a great showing, though.
for their first tournament that they've been in, what an amazing showing.
Yeah.
Seriously, it was an incredible showing. And Okami has carved this swathe of destruction through the bracket with some really, really difficult fights so far. It's nuts. It's nuts how well they did on their first tournament. We do have a numbers versus numbers final. I did not see this happening, but I'm not in the least bit surprised.
No, this is time for someone coming out of nowhere, playing in one of our side tournaments. I think played in last mystery tournament, but Adam has been reliably hitting some top 8, being very good. So this is absolutely, nobody expected this, and yet in retrospect, it's kind of like a foregone, like, it's not exactly that hard to believe. They're both very, absolutely incredibly strong competitors in their own right. But it does look like that is the end of Jump Grid. You know, I was thinking that honestly we could see more mechanics in Jump Grid. Like, Tetsuya, what kind of mechanics would you like to see in Jump Grid?
Well, I would say moving platforms
Break
again, but that kind of happened.
Enjoy, church!
No!
I'm gonna ruin Roar's day.
Is it our... Did it...
No, we're live. We should. Do you want to bring in Okami for an exiting interview?
Not time yet, Roar.
Yes. So we do actually have Okami here in chat. Hello, Okami.
Hey, how's it going?
Well. Unfortunately for you, this is your end to Mystery Tournament. But we're going to do a quick interview with you. How did you feel about the top 8 games that you got for this day and yesterday?
Mostly good games overall. I think the worst one I had was that one I had to play yesterday against Maurice, the 3D platformer one. Worst in terms of gameplay, but I'm sure that one was very entertaining to everybody watching.
Pumpkin Dog?
Yeah, Pumpkin Dog.
I can't believe you dislike Pumpkin Dog.
Yeah, and for context for you, Okami, you were basically one or two stages away from getting to that final boss. The level you got to when Adam finished was essentially the wall for this world.
Okay.
Adam spent a long time on it.
I felt like I was super far behind throughout that because I just kept getting stuck because I couldn't really wrap my head around, literally and metaphorically, I couldn't wrap my head around the game with all the screen wrapping and whatnot, figuring out where you need to go. Some of the stages ended up feeling like memorize a path.
You actually ended up only being about 3 or 4 stages behind.
It wasn't much. It was close.
Okay.
Like there would be times where Adam would shoot ahead, but you would catch right back up.
All right.
It was an amazing showing either way.
I'm glad I made it interesting. Wish I could have gone further, but making it to the final 3 on my first time going through Mystery Tournament, I'll gladly take that.
Yeah, and you took out a lot of great competitors. You took out Drake. You took out Maurice. And the whole list of opponents that you took out were just, mind-boggling.
Yeah, I played a video game before. I'm still worse than Andy, though.
So is everybody. But he's not in top 8, is he?
Look at the tournament results, Okami.
Numerically, you're better this time.
Hooray.
I had a slew of questions to ask you, but if I do ask you them, something really bad is going to happen, so I can't.
Oh, no.
Are you going to ask about a break?
No, I'm afraid that if I do ask literally any question, the whole entire stream is going to start collapsing in on itself into a pool of... So, the question is, MT17, Okami of Games?
Yeah. Got to go for second next time, and then first in MT18.
Oh, yeah.
That's the strategy. Maybe not take a dive as early as I did in winner's bracket next time.
What? That's how you play more games.
That's true. How
A
many?
little better each time.
How many games did I think I played more games in top 8 than I did in prior to top 8, which I guess is expected since you got the best 2 out of 3s. But like I did the math, and had I made it all the way to the end, like going to the maximum number of games for each match, I would have tripled the number of games I played, which just would have been wild to me.
Yeah, you really are forced to play a lot of video game in top 8.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
Yeah, well, good job getting this far in the end, and wish Adam luck because they've done the full run back from the winner's loss all the way through. That means they're playing literally every game on stream today. So this is going to be a big endurance match as someone 325 versus Adam Numbers. It's the number battle, and I'm just like wired now. I'm just hyped for what we're going to see next. I can't wait to see what kind of games we get in grand finals, what kind of like showing we're going to have here. Do you have anything final to say, Okami, before you are cast into the Shadow Zone and never heard of again?
Until next year when you get second.
No, what? No, wait. Nobody told Okami about the penalty for the fact that we're running on Yu-Gi-Oh rules? Like,
I mean, I was aware
Or if we do that, we will have no competitors.
Anyway,
that's
Okami,
why we need you in chat to join Mystery for all the inevitable shadow zoning we do to players.
It's fine.
Anyway,
I need
Okami.
a nap anyway. I'll just like sleep in the Shadow Realm for like a year until MT17 signups go up.
Yeah, and speaking about taking a nap, Church, you want to take it away?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Roar, I can't believe he just...
I was letting him. I was going to let him. I was prepared for your remarks. I know that if I asked you if you wanted to take the break, you'd have come up with an excuse why it wouldn't happen. And extended this by 2 minutes.
I've been at the break for like 3 minutes.
Church, I have the car running. Get in the car.
Let's go.
Let's get out of
All right, we're gonna go to a quick break so we can get the grand finals set up.